Eat. You're listening to the True Bull Podcast with Gooney and Nemo.
Yeah.
You want to hear it now, you want to hear it live. And that's right. Woo.
Hey, tape recorder, listen to this. Can you hear that? Yeah, that's my brother. He lost his voice last week.
Oh, but I found it, but it's just still not back.
Yeah, it sounds like crap.
Thank you. Welcome to episode 314 of the True Bull Virtual Cast with Gooney and Nemo.
All right.
Brought to you by J&T Mechanical,
Yeah,
House
dude.
of Hughes, and recorded at the Tactical Finish Nemosa Studios in Rockport, Texas.
Yes, how about that?
The sun is warm.
I heard you spent a lot of time in Rockport.
I spent about 3 weeks in Rockport. Now,
No fooling.
a lot of people would say, wow, that sounds like fun. It wasn't. It was all work until the last day, the day before we left. We did finally make it to the beach. Other than that, we were working, trying to put a bed and breakfast together.
Did you take the ferry?
No. Well, actually, yeah. We were all there. We had a great time. We even got on the boat.
All right.
Went to Port Aransas, so that was pretty good. But yeah, Dally was there and Julian. And
Well, it's been 3 weeks,
it
tape
has,
recorder.
yeah. So we're gonna have to play catch up. I know we promised you guys some Super Granny episodes. We're gonna try to get one out later this week.
All right.
Kinda
Push it out.
We're like Grandma used to do in high school. We're gonna double up and try to get a couple of things done every week to try
All right,
to catch
so
up
it
with you
sounds
guys.
good to me.
It doesn't sound good to me. I mean, if you heard me sing within the last 2 weeks, you would know that I'm not a singer anymore. Now apparently I'm a tile guy.
Okay, well
So-
then I guess what we're going to have to do is reschedule this next gig coming up this week, right?
I think we're going to have to do that too. You might not be able to tell by my voice, but I'm very scratchy. If I try to sing right now, you're going to definitely know that I'm not who I say I am.
Yeah, you're just scratchy.
Yeah, I'm just scratchy. Just call me the Velvet Frog.
No, we're not going to do
No,
that.
you can call me whatever you want. I don't care. I've been called worse by better people.
Don't worry, that cough was brought to you by T and J and T Mechanical.
Yes.
So we're going to erase that cough.
And you know what?
Oh,
and,
my God,
speaking
really?
of coffee, those J&T Mechanical, here's a big E. He has a nice coffee. He's a tall drink of coffee. I tell you what, I wouldn't mind putting it in my mouth.
wait
with
a
a
minute.
little
Okay.
bit of cream and a little bit
Okay,
of
let's not-
azúcar.
let's
you
not.
know, it's all right. But you said we were gonna do some Super Granny, and we haven't even done the Super Granny.
Super Granny, we're going to do some current events, and then we'll bring you into
yes.
the mix in a couple of episodes, all right?
Oh, I love the special effects.
I know.
It's all right. I like one where I do that thing where I'm standing here and you can't even see me. Watch. Look.
Oh, my gosh, you're right there.
No, I'm not. I'm not even here. I was you couldn't see me.
Yeah, I'm sure you're fast to the rescue.
Oh, yes.
Guys, thank you
People
so
need help.
very much on behalf of Nemosa Studios.
Right.
And all of our sponsors
Oh, yes.
who have stayed through this
Yes,
thick
yes,
and
yes.
thin. We're going to continue to push on,
Heck yeah.
but we're actually going for a different format now. So
Are
this
we?
is going to bring a lot more people and listeners throughout the world.
Are we going to be doing it bare ass now?
No.
Oh.
No, I don't think anything is going to change.
Yeah, I think the only thing that changed is the fact that it's been 3 dang weeks because I was out of town. I couldn't.
With Rust-Oleum?
Oh yes, Rust-Oleum, Mr. Dodgers.
Man.
You know who else? I wanted to bring this up because we hadn't even talked about this because this happened during the first couple of weeks of our hiatus. Got to sing the national anthem at the Wheelers for Wounded event up in Mason, Texas.
I heard that was a pretty big to-do.
It was awesome. Getting to sing it. Getting to sing the national anthem is always something
Oh,
special.
absolutely.
But to be able to do it for veterans and a 93-year-old veteran who was part of one of the last offensives in World War II.
Are you serious?
To be able to sing it. Stacy Hammock, that was her grandfather, and she wanted to do a special thing for him. So she brought him out and did a special thing for him by having him be there for the event and then doing a special presentation to him. But singing it in front of the veterans, oh man, I can't tell you, I was so nervous. I was like, I don't want to mess this up. But Stacy did tell me a funny story. She said, no matter what, I've seen your videos. I know you can sing, so I have no worries because last time we brought somebody in, he said he's a veteran. He's done the national anthem before. He's great. So she hired him, brought him out. He showed up and he stank of whiskey and beer.
All right.
Obviously still hungover from the night before.
Fantastic.
Then proceeded to read the national anthem in so many different keys. She said it was terrible. She said I was so embarrassed for the veterans. And I was like, well, no pressure. I'm not going to do that. So I said, don't worry about that. But in the back of my head, I'm like, don't do that. Don't mess up a word.
Oh, snap.
Don't mess up a word. Don't mess up a note. Hit your notes. Don't try out for American Idol.
That doesn't sound like Daddy's little soldier right
Dude,
there. I see you.
I was
oozing
nervous,
with
man.
confidence.
I know, but when you're singing in front of veterans and you're singing the national anthem, bro, it means so much. I mean, I get goosebumps just thinking about
maybe
it now.
just some practice. Go up the street. We have it's Bulverde County veterinarians.
Okay.
You can sing in front of them, and you can just
Singing for the vets. Yeah.
Take the edge off over there. You talk about.
Bro, can I take my own beer? That would
Well,
really
you can
help
take
me
your dog.
take the edge out. Oh,
Apparently, those veterinarians, they love dogs.
I guess they're my dogs. But anyway, so that was a great time. Non-dad got to go out in some Jeeps, and we got to
Your
ride.
voice is terrible.
Yeah, it is. It's horrible, dude. You should have heard me or not heard me Friday and Saturday. I had literally no voice at all. Couldn't talk. It was like me whispering.
Did you say couldn't talk?
Yeah, Guten Tag. I
All
was
right.
from German. I
Okay.
knew a little German. He's about 4'2".
Wow.
Max Nix McGee.
So you catch a cold and you turn German.
Yeah, I caught crabs too.
All right.
That last day in Rockport.
Okay.
And then we did some fishing too. So
That's probably why.
it's probably what's going to happen. So anyway, so there was that. We got
Well,
to
on top of that,
Hey, we don't talk
the
about
cool thing is, I heard
that. Okay.
you do the national anthem.
Wow.
And a couple of people sent it to us. Thank you to the lovely people and listeners from
Wow.
True Bull Entertainment. I've got your rendition of the national anthem.
Do you?
Yep, I'm going to play it.
Don't play it.
I'm going to play it. Dude.
No. I was very nervous.
All right,
I was
and
very nervous.
thank you for RDV for getting me the actual taping of this song. So
But he wasn't there. How did he get a copy
don't
of
worry
it?
about it. Check this
Wow.
out.
Oh my goodness.
You're gonna love it.
Please forgive me. I was nervous. I was nervous.
Here we go.
I was totally nervous.
Goonies' first national anthem.
Here we go. Oh, say, can you see? And the rockets, red flag. I'll make up for it now. For the land of the free. That was our national anthem.
Look, I'm only going to say this one time.
No. Don't have to say anything.
That was not me. I'm pretty sure.
Pretty sure
that
it was
was
you.
an old recording of somebody else
I don't think so.
butchering the national. I've never sung it that badly.
We've never sung.
You know what? That was totally not me. That was not me.
But please do not let he had some butterflies in his stomach, a little bit of tension. It's like American Idol. I thought it was repellent.
Wow. Speaking of repellent, we went through a lot of that in Rockport with the mosquitoes. It was freaking terrible. The last couple of
they're
days.
triple the size of anywhere else in Texas.
Bro, they look like freaking. What are those hummingbirds? The hummingbirds. Were a little smaller than the freaking mosquitoes. It was ridiculous.
What actually worked that you put on?
I really put on just about 10 pounds.
Okay.
And then I drank a lot of whiskey.
So I'm sure that didn't help.
And so there was a lot of drunk mosquitoes, humping each other.
Not again.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. So
And
we're
speaking
actually
of Humperdinck, I used to like that man. He said, if I sing you to sleep all over the place, ooh, no shit,
killing me. You're killing me.
I'm gonna keep singing until you make my episode.
Okay. We're now into minute 10, and that's where everybody starts dropping off.
Well, tento,
Thanks.
tanto, tonto, whatever, you so-and-so. Thank you.
Super Granny, I
Yes.
know that you took
I
a
didn't
lot of
take
time
anything.
and partaked partaken.
even know how to
You did a
talk.
lot of fiestaing, right?
Oh, yes, I did. Me and Blister, we were all over. I had the fiesta feet. I still do. As soon as I wash them, it'll be all right. But I had a good time. We went to the Nayosa. We got all emborrachadas. And we were bare-assed for the 3-4 days we were there. And then...
We're going to get censored for this.
Oh, thank you. Oh, yes, I could go for sonso. Well, anyway, so there was bare-assed at the party. And una pachanga grande and a fiesta de
Who was
octubre.
singing? Who was singing?
Oh, yes, it was Harry Gobbs. He was singing, too.
Wait. You mean Gary Hobbs?
Oh, nah, he was sitting there with his shorts on, and I could see his hairy gobs. So anyway, so he was there. He was kind of semi-bare-ass. And then RDV was there, too, with the Grupo Fratos. He was doing all his thing. He was singing. He was telling jokes. And
then Super Granny y Grupo Crudo was there, huh?
yes, they were. It was me, Blister, those other 4 people. I don't know who the hell they were, but they played all right. They didn't have any instruments, and they were naked, too. So I mean,
I'm pretty sure that wasn't at Fiesta.
I don't know where it was, but I knew where I was.
I'm sure. I'm
Okay,
sure.
so there I was. So I'll leave you at that. I'm going to go work on my episodes. I mean, you're not going to do it. I'll just do it myself.
Would you do that, please?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. Super Granny, everybody. In the meantime, while she's working on her episodes, you know what happens
I
after
think she's
Fiesta?
actually having an episode back there. She's like trying to wash her feet on your carpet.
Again.
Uh-huh.
The cool thing about Fiesta is we know that there's still football.
Yes.
So what's this league called now?
What?
What's this league now?
Oh, it's the United Football League.
So it's UFL.
It was the old USFL and XFL.
Okay.
They merged. And so now San Antonio has the Brahmas still.
Our Brahmas.
Yes, and they won this past weekend. They beat Houston 15-12.
Well, then cue the music. Hey, the San Antonio Brahmas gonna have some dramas. Just put on your pajamas, 'cause bulls are gonna slap your mamas. Very cool. Now that is an awesome theme.
Thank you. It seemed like a good idea.
No.
Oh, yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was DJ Renation that's actually doing the background speaking on that.
Yes.
On the Brahmas theme.
God dang right.
Give it up to him.
So, awesome job there, DJ Relation.
So what place are we in now?
We're in second place in our division. And
Still second.
Yeah. Us
Thanks
and,
to losing to DC.
St. Louis is 5-2. We're 5-2.
All right.
We'll probably be 6-2 next week after we play Arlington. They're not very good.
Oh boy.
But that leads to a Week 9 game with the other team from the USFL side that is 7-0, and they'll probably be 8-0 by the time we play.
Yeah.
So we win that one. Well, if we win next week, pretty much I think we are guaranteed a spot in the playoffs. So it all just
And
depends.
that would guarantee a tailgate. Guys, show
yes.
up, support, show
yeah.
all of your spirit for this guy, for this team.
Hey,
Thank you so much.
Put your spirit away.
Okay.
Put your spirit away, guys.
That's
Cover
not
that.
what I meant.
That's not what I meant either, but there you are. Hog heaven. Also, speaking of the Spurs,
Wow.
the draft lottery was held this past Sunday.
Right.
If y'all remember, last year the Spurs got kind of lucky and were able to get the number 1 pick in the draft, who turned into Victor Wembanyama, the Rookie of the Year, and should have been Defensive Player of the Year.
Absolutely.
If the NBA voters weren't cowards. I digress. So there they were.
So did we get Bronny?
We
We got Bronny.
I hope not. We got the number 4 and the number 8 pick. One of those was from the Raptors when we traded Pirtle to them.
And one of them is going to be a guard, right?
They better be. I'm thinking
night.
if you package that 4 and 8 together, you might be able to get a pretty good, maybe
a good playoff team.
I just don't know. There's really no good players in this draft this year. As good as last year was with Wemby,
I can't wait for Bronny.
there's just, Bronny and LeBron.
He's going to bring us 4 points that we need.
He's going to bring the Lakers some
Hurrah.
points. 'Cause the Lakers are going to take him, and then they can suck to high heaven,
Okay.
and then we'll get it.
I just love watching and listening to the Lakers podcasts and watching them on
Wow.
Facebook. It's just
It's
so
pretty funny.
entertaining.
They
Clown.
They try their best to give every freaking excuse as to why they
Bro,
didn't make it. When
There
there's really
is
not
a
an
lot
excuse.
more other athletes that you can talk about.
Right. Who suck just as bad as the Lakers did.
Like this podcast.
Yeah.
Nobody talks about the podcast anyway.
I do. I talk about it all the time. Remember the other day I was saying, man, that podcast sucks.
But what's so?
But we weren't talking about ours. We were talking about ours in comparison
Absolutely.
to the others. Yeah.
So that said, it's time to bring in at least one or two musicians or bands into the Moses studio, and
that would be great. I think we need to start doing that, getting back into
let's
that.
do another spotlight.
Our Texas music spotlights.
Right on.
Maybe I was thinking maybe Jake Castillo. We've been trying to talk to him about playing at some places, so I wanted to get with him to come out and do a
we need to
music
talk to him
spotlight.
about doing our whole album.
That's right. That as well.
All right.
The other thing I did want to say before we left, and I don't even know what it is anymore, but
Okay, fantastic. What, you did your laundry?
no, I
Okay,
almost
you put the batteries in your
I wanted to
your
do the, see
wallet?
if we had a script, then I'd know what the hell I was talking about right now. And now that I don't know what I'm talking about. It's terrible.
Don't worry. I've got this for you.
It's horrible.
Well, check this out. I've got the script right here.
Oh wow!
Porn Dog presents the Pup Show.
What?
Thanks, you little bitches.
Wow.
Nope.
No.
Okay. So
No, it does not.
that's not going to work.
It's not going to work. It's not.
Huh.
Let's get back to that national anthem. That was totally not me.
It was totally uncalled for, is what it was.
Yeah, from what I'm hearing, it sounded like that guy that said he was going to do it at the last Wheelers for Wounded, and he was drunk.
Reba McEntire?
Yeah, it was Reba McEntire. Yeah,
Interesting.
That's terrible. But anyway, it like I said, Brahma's coming up. Support them.
Yes.
Spurs. Hopefully they can package that 4 and 8 and get a starting point guard now instead of trying to draft one. That would probably be the easiest thing to do instead of trying to draft somebody who may or may not be good this year.
Yeah.
Next year is actually the good draft year where we're going to have some good players coming up. But this year it's just not going to happen. Also, coming up next week, or maybe later this week if we can, we, as promised, those Super Granny episodes will be coming. She has kind of laid down the law and said she's getting tired of this crap. Waiting. She said she was promised in March and then April and now May, and then, we may or may not do them at all. Forget Grandma.
Okay.
Go to the Pizza Panteon, dude.
Not again. Not
To
again.
have the Jesus crust. Yes, but they say they only
Did
do
you
it.
say Jesus Christ?
Yeah, no, Jesus crust, Hito, and the Pizza Panteon.
Oh, my God.
Pero they only do it every 3 days because it takes 3 days for it to rise, Hito.
Wow.
No,
wow.
I didn't say that. No.
You have crossed the line, Grandma.
Oh, thank you.
No, you don't do
yes.
that.
Oh,
Get out of here.
okay.
Beat it.
Just beat it. Ooh, I'm all over the place.
Grandma, say goodbye.
Okay, until next time, this is True Bull episode 3 something with the boys and all the men, and that's it. And then I have a good time, and then en serio.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Yes.